I'm Matthew Eberhardt, and I'm directing this production of L'Étoile for Opera's Out. The story of L'Étoile starts with a king, a slightly mad, nervous king, who every day asks his astrologer for his horoscope. And it just so happens on this particular day, which also is his birthday, the king's birthday, a young man arrives in the city, and he is everything that the king isn't. He's poor, he's an orphan, and it turns out, the astrologer discovers that the king and Lazuli, this young man, share the same star, which means that their fate is sort of entwined. And most worryingly for the king, this means that if anything happens to Lazuli, if Lazuli was to die, 24 hours later, the king would also die. So really the story is about how the king tries to manage this slight difficult situation, sometimes quite successfully, other times he is not so successful. What I really love about the piece is the way that Chabriers has taken these two very unlikely characters, the king and this sort of young man, this orphan, and has sort of bound them together. And I think what the piece is saying is that, in a way, we are all looking to the stars for guidance. We're always trying to work out what the world has in store for us, like the king is and like Lazuli is. And I think there's something very wonderful about that being the central story behind the piece. It's also wonderful that these two characters are connected. And I think, again, for us, you never know when you're going to find these connections with other people, things that kind of bind us together in surprising ways.